They say every day is for the thief, one day for the owner of the house. But ICPC, the Anti-Corruption Commission, has reversed the role. It is now every day for the owner of the house. If you're involved in bribery, over-invoicing, or any shady deal, the day of reckoning has come. ICPC, the Anti-Corruption Commission, is watching you. If you're reported for any corrupt practice, you'll be investigated, prosecuted, and punished. Corruption is harmful to our nation. Join the campaign against it by reporting any corrupt practice to ICPC, the Anti-Corruption Commission.
Let we join hands with ICPC, make them better.
Let's make Nigeria great again.
ICPC, they watch you.
One hand for corruption.
Break the chain of corruption now. Don't give, don't take. This message is brought to you by ICPC, the Anti-Corruption Commission.
Hello viewers, welcome to 2021. We are glad you could join us on Corruption Must Go, ICPC's weekly television program. I am your host, Hawa Garba. The year 2020 will be remembered mostly for the COVID-19 global pandemic, with its attendant lockdowns which led to the cessation of human activities. However, strangely enough, it was quite eventful for the Commission as it engaged in landmark activities in its effort to curb corruption in line with its tripartite mandate of enforcement, prevention, and public enlightenment. And truth be told, the year ended in a grand style for the Commission, especially if you were part of the colorful, fairy tale-like end-of-year dinner and award night in Abuja that wrapped up all of the year's preceding events and activities. Under enforcement, many reports of corruption were investigated and the officials involved prosecuted. The Commission added fillip to its corruption prevention and public enlightenment drives through its initiatives such as the Constituency and Executive Project Tracking Initiative. And quite importantly, the securing of government's approval for the introduction of the National Ethics and Integrity Policy for the ethical rebirth of Nigeria's citizenry. However, this represents only a tip of the iceberg of the Commission's 2020 anti-corruption feats. Remarkably too, while ICPC clocked 20 in the year 2020, Nigeria marked 60 years of its existence as an entity. Today, in this New Year edition of the program, we shall take a look at some of the activities that defined ICPC at 20 in the year 2020. We will be right back after this short break. If you are just tuning in, this is Corruption Must Go. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, was inaugurated in 2000 by the government of President Olusegun Obasanjo. It has had 4 boards headed by Justice Mustapha Akambi from 2000 to 2005, Justice Emmanuel Olayinka Ayola 2005 to 2010, Mr. Ekpo Unta from 2012 to 2017, and Professor Bolaji Owasawonye, SAN, since 2019 to date. In its 20 years of existence, the Commission has recorded innumerable achievements in its 3-pronged mandate of enforcement of sanctions, prevention of corruption, and public engagement and mobilization against corruption. Thousands of petitions have been received, investigated, and prosecuted. System studies and reviews as well as corruption risk assessments have been conducted in many MDAs and on-government processes. Furthermore, a lot of platforms for engaging with the public such as CSOs, the media, students, anti-corruption clubs, youth vanguard, and other groups have been set up to involve every segment of the society in the struggle to eradicate corruption. The Commission has conducted trainings, sensitization programs, and other initiatives to promote integrity in both the public and private sectors. To celebrate its humble but significant achievement in the fight against corruption in the last 20 years, in spite of various challenges faced, The Commission had planned a lineup of activities to span the beginning and the end of the year 2020. However, with the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown, many of the activities were initially postponed, but later executed using Zoom and other online platforms. With this technological innovation, the Commission was able to carry out most of the activities planned for its 20th anniversary celebrations. First amongst the lineup activity was an interactive session retreat held in February 2020 at Ibadan, Oyo State. ICPC board members and members of the National Assembly Committees on Anti-Corruption held a retreat to discuss areas of collaboration in the fight against corruption.
Through its oversight functions, powers and control over public funds, the National Assembly is a critical player in the fight against corruption and the advancement of good governance in Nigeria. NAS is also constitutionally empowered to receive the audit report of the Auditor General of the Federation. Another angle of the anti-corruption powers of each House of the National Assembly is its power to direct or cause to be directed an investigation into inter alia the conduct of the affairs of any person, authority, ministry, or government department charged or intended to be charged with responsibility to, amongst other things, disbursing or administering money appropriated or to be appropriated by the National Assembly. The powers and responsibilities of NAS are in the above respect similar to the powers of the ICPC, albeit NAS does not have the powers of arrest and prosecution. It must depend on some other agencies to do this. NAS and ICPC are therefore partners in the fight against corruption and the enthronement of good governance in Nigeria. Hence the need for this retreat. This retreat offers us an opportunity to discuss and to fine-tune ways and means towards advancing our working relationship in the overall interest of our country.
It was interactive and all the participants left the venue with satisfaction that the meeting had charted a good path in the fight against corruption for the country to follow, and was hopeful that every effort put in would bring good results for the country.
As we observe safety measures, and support our health and frontline workers in fighting COVID-19, corruption, abuse of power, diversion, and misuse of public funds approved for mitigating the impact of coronavirus must be exposed. Be a coronavirus whistleblower. Report abuse in the management of COVID-19 fund and palliative to ICPC on toll-free number 0800 22 55 4272 or AfricMail on 0811 877 1666. Email tips@corruptionanonymous.org. This message is from the African Center for Media and Information Literacy, AfricMail, in partnership with ICPC.
The second of lined-up activities to celebrate ICPC 20th anniversary was a successful webinar titled The African Regional Webinar on Combating Illicit Financial Flows, New Measures and Strategies in Collaboration with UNODC. Joy Aja brings us details of that event.
The program was held from the 14th to 15th of July 2020 with the theme Combating Illegal Financial Flows in Africa, New Measures and Strategies, using the Zoom meeting platform. The opening session had present dignitaries such as His Excellency Professor Yemi Osinbajo, SAN, Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, and special guest of honor, His Excellency Thomas Kwesi Kati, Deputy Chairperson, African Union Commission, Mr. Edward Kalon, United Nations Resident Coordinator, Nigeria, and Mr. Boss Mustafa, Secretary to the Government of the Federation.
Massive public resources and assets have been directly stolen, diverted, deliberately misapplied to gratify corrupt tendencies, stashed away in foreign jurisdictions, and made susceptible to pilferage by the inequity unsustainable and unjust international economic system that continues to undermine the social and economic development aspirations of poorer countries, especially those from Africa. Without effectively combating corruption and illicit financial flows and promoting international cooperation for asset recovery and asset return, Africa cannot achieve the sustainable development goals.
Other top government functionaries present were the Director General of NFIU, representatives of the Attorney General of the Federation, and heads of several MDAs, as well as representatives of African countries of Zimbabwe, Kenya, Cameroon, Lesotho, and Seychelles. Some of them made addresses, others gave goodwill messages, while the chairman of ICPC, Professor Bolaji Owasonye's son, welcomed all participants and gave a brief overview of the achievements of the Commission from inception.
Within its threefold mandate, the Commission has in the past 20 years recorded a number of achievements, from 44 petitions in year 2000 to almost 2,000 petitions in 2019. It has received cumulatively 19,381 petitions in 20 years, successfully investigated about 5,000 of those petitions, and prosecuted almost 1,000 and secured about 20% of convictions in the cases over the years, including successfully defending up to the Supreme Court a challenge to the constitutionality of the Enabling Act. Within the same period, we have conducted 47 system studies, review on public sector MDAs, and 5 CRAs in different key sectors of the economy, including transport, education, health, and e-government system sectors.
The webinar threw up several recommendations that would enhance the fight against corruption in Africa. These would be formulated into coherent documents to guide African action and drive African submission in the international arena. I am Joy Aja, reporting for Corruption Must Go.
Suddenly, the world stopped. COVID-19 does not discriminate.
Like corruption, everyone,
Regardless of social status, economic class,
color,
creed,
religion.
pays. Corruption is deadly to development. COVID-19 is deadly to human lives.
Corrupt persons exploit times of emergency response
To act corruptly.
Do not be tempted.
Don't enrich yourself with COVID-19 relief funds.
ICPC is watching.
if we can end COVID-19
By sacrificing social contacts, we can eradicate
Corruption.
COVID-19 can be prevented.
Also,
Corruption can be prevented.
ICPC salutes all the people
On the front lines.
Of COVID-19 fight.
we salute you too.
For saying no to corruption. No to corruption.
No to corruption.
No to corruption.
no to corruption.
No to corruption.
No to corruption.
No to corruption.
Welcome back. This is Corruption Must Go. Don't forget that our focus is on the activities that defined ICPC and its 20th anniversary in the year 2020. The unique, exciting, and youth-centric aspect of the ICPC 20th anniversary celebration were the 20th anniversary music competition for Nigerian youths aged 15 to 29 and the 20th anniversary essay competition for members of student anti-corruption and integrity clubs. These were introduced with the objective of engaging the youth in creative thinking on the fight against corruption and selecting anti-corruption music for youth outreach. Again, Joy Aja brings us details.
Preliminary modalities for the music competition changed with the COVID-19 lockdown, which subsequently demanded a virtual handling. For the music competition, Adeboye Okpeyemi emerged first out of 10 finalists, receiving a fabulous grand prize of 3 million naira.
How can it get better when we do not want to be better people? Do not want to be better. A lot of them youths just a waste away. Them a politician, no they try for the case. Na so thief then they thief for. Then go carry our money, then go carry them to oversee. Na 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 na. Oh no no, they no deserve. People know they try. Them a loot, them a scam, them a bribe every time. Instead, make we find solution. We can't fight, we they do corruption. In every situation, we need to be better. Me and you. Corruption is not the solution. Say no more looting, no more bribery, no more scamming. Me and you. Me, I know we can be better. Me and you. But things can be better if we make ourselves some better people.
All finalists were given cash prizes, plaques and certificates, while the first prize winner was invited to Abuja to receive his award from the president during the second National Summit on Diminishing Corruption in the Public Sector. For the essay competition, in addition to the fantastic award, plaques and certificates, mouth-watering cash prizes were given to the winning students and their schools, underscoring the premium the ICPC places on the youth and excellence.
400,000 balls to the students.
Yes, good. Very important. It's yours, yeah? Not for the school.
1 million balls to the school.
Isn't your school teacher anybody here?
She's here.
The teacher should come and take your name. Stay with them so that it's because of you that the school is shining.
For the school,
Hold it.
600,000.
This is your school. Yeah? Good. Madam, face the camera. Very good. Hold it.
There is Chikezie Febo receiving a sum of 400,000 and a plaque, as well as a laptop.
It's done, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
1 million naira going to the school. That's Martin Crest High School already.
Don't confuse anybody. So that you will not create trouble. You will ask the secretary for the money. Yes, it's not for the school.
Laptop going to the students.
Her name is on it. Okay, very good. It's not for the school, it's for you. All right.
600,000 going to the students. Senior category. Senior secondary school.
Very good. Congratulations. Is anybody from your school? Okay, so you have to take this for your school.
800,000 naira.
Please, Daddy, come and join now. Somebody will take photo for you, don't worry.
600,000 going to the students, 800,000 naira going to the school.
Very good.
Thank you very much, sir.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations.
It's like a fashion.
The laptop is yours. Good. Somebody should take it.
Others were given their awards in the various ICPC state offices closest to them. This is Joy Aja reporting for Corruption Must Go.
ICPC salutes all the people at the front line of the COVID-19 fight. We also salute you for saying no to corruption and yes to integrity. Together, we shall overcome. Report acts of corruption to ICPC on this toll-free number 0800-2255-4272. This message is from ICPC and NTA.
It may be recalled that the first edition of the Public Service Integrity Awards was held in November 2019, with the presentation of awards to 2 deserving public servants. The second edition of the award was a continuation of the first and aimed to recognize and reward deserving and honest public servants who had exhibited exceptional acts of integrity, thus encouraging other Nigerian public servants to be honest. At the end of the entire exercise, a policeman and the staff of the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investments were selected. The awardees were presented with award plaques and certificates by President Muhammadu Buhari on 28 September 2020 at the State House, Abuja.
And now it's the turn of CSP Francis Osage-Erabo, who has received Integrity Icon Award.
I am a Nigerian, a highly cultured race. My culture abhors corruption, and with my integrity, a new Nigeria is possible. I say no to corruption today to build a future for my children. Join me and imbibe the culture of integrity to build a Nigeria of our dreams.
This is the much time can take on this week's edition of the program. A Nigeria free from all forms of corruption is still possible. Yes, it is. ICPC remains resolute in its efforts to bring down corruption to the barest minimum. If you missed the beginning, don't worry. You can still watch the program on our YouTube channel www.youtube.com/ICPC Nigeria. See you next week. Bye for now.